I saw the bank as my partner because if they thought there was a red flag, I should probably not go forward too far.
Hmm.
Because, and that's the same thing. So I generally tend to find partners. So even the sellers are like partners to me. They're trying to make sure I'm going to be successful. I want to make sure I find a bank that thinks that I should be successful. And when they're asking me questions, I thought, okay, let me answer to what reality is. I'm not trying to convince them, but so I'm not going to go out of my bound to make stuff up or show complicated answers. I'm just simply going to put this is what my mind says. And that helped me think through that a lot. So I think a lot of times people think the banks are oh, this is just like a numbers thing for them, but they genuinely have a vested interest in your success, like because they're lending you the money and then they're working through the deal. And then underwriters, they ask questions, but they're really just kind of asking questions to make sure you're thinking through it. So I thought having the bank as your partner versus like somebody that you have to answer to wasn't ever my kind of attitude about it. And the same thing with the sellers. I thought that I want to build a relationship that they're helping me with. And the only thing I would rethink or do a little bit better, which I didn't do twice, would be I would do a lot better transition planning. I would do a lot better understanding of how I'm actually going to do day one. Because the first 30 days are rough. And then after the 30 days, all the kinks kind of start to work out itself. But the first 30 days were rough. So I would say like I had a really good relationship with the sellers. And for the first business, I had them fulfill for the first 30 days while I was kind of in the back end. And I think I could have traveled. We could have done it together and things like that.
Hmm.
So
okay. So almost needed to rip the Band-Aid off sooner.
Yeah,
makes sense. But yeah, I remember, so when you bought the business, you moved the inventory to, across the country basically to fulfill it yourself. How did that go? Was that as smooth as you would think? I mean, do you feel like that was the right plan looking back?
Well, one thing was that, and again, we're like on a strap budget, so I don't have like too much budget at the time to go, okay, let me go fly 5 times to California and, I'm going to sit in their warehouse for 7 days and do things. And while I was also actively doing other things, so it was kind of like, I got to juggle my time and balance. But we did a lot of FaceTime. They showed me a lot of videos. I had make small videos and show me each product and they'll talk through it. And then when we closed and we had this inventory, they showed me again on FaceTime, like, hey, here's the inventory. Here's all the stuff we're going to send you. So we basically ended up doing is we said, here's going to be a truck show up at your door and load everything in the truck and we'll see them here in like 7 days in Ohio.
Oh, wow.
So we then had to turn the shop delayed because you couldn't ship for 7 days. And then we got the stuff here. Then I realized it takes a while to open 7 or 8 U-Haul boxes. What I mean? Like those a container load of stuff. So I'm like, okay, how would we do it? But the sellers were mindful. They said, hey, here's the stuff that sells slow. So we're going to put it in the back. Here's the stuff you're going to need the first day to start shipping out. Here's the stuff for packaging that's going to be all in this side. So it was kind of like I took some help, and I think I could have done a lot better, but it worked out in the end.
Thank you all for listening to Before You Buy or Sell a Business. If you found value in this episode, please follow the show, leave a positive review, and share it with someone. For more information, check out jaredwjohnson.com. We'll see you all next time.